Well, don't quit. Alright, ready?
I'm ready. Once upon a time, there was a little boy. And the boy, he loved trees. So he said, I'm going to climb a tree. So he goes out to the backyard and he sees the tree. And he walks up to it and he says, "Hi, tree." And the tree says, "Well, nothing, because it's a tree." But in the boy's mind, the tree says, "Hi, go ahead, climb me if you want." And the boy says, "Well, okay." So, up he goes. One hand, one foot, one hand, one foot. And he goes, "Whoa, this is hard." And the tree says, "Well, nothing, because it's a tree." But in the boy's mind, the tree says, "It's okay, you got this." And the boy says, "All right." So he starts again. One hand, one foot. One hand, one foot. And he goes, "Whoa, this is hard." And the tree says, "Well, nothing, because it's a tree." But in his mind, the tree says, "Well then, just give up. Go ahead, give up." And the boy says, "What? Give up?" And the tree says, "Yeah." And the boy says, "Well, I've never heard that one before. People usually just tell you to keep going, no matter what." The tree says, "Well, nothing, because it's a tree." But in the boy's mind, the tree says, "Well, I've changed my whole philosophy on that. I think if you want to quit, just quit." And the boy says, "Well, all right, I'll quit." And so he starts down the tree. This time, one foot, one hand, one foot, one hand. And he goes, "Whoa, this is easy." And the tree says, "Well, nothing, because it's a tree." But in the boy's mind, the tree says, "See? What did I tell you?" The boy goes, "Well, this is great. I gotta go tell all my friends." So, he jumps off the tree, because he's only about 4 inches from the ground. And he goes inside, he gets his bike, and he starts pedaling as fast as he can. And he gets to his friend's house and he goes, "Hey, Jimmy, guess what?" And Jimmy goes, "What?" And the boy says, "You want to be a quitter with me?" And Jimmy says, "What?" And the boy says, "A quitter." And Jimmy says, "What?" And then the boy says, "Well, this tree told me I could quit." And Jimmy says, "You're crazy." And the boy says, interesting." So he gets back on his bike and he rides as fast as he can back to the tree. And he says to the tree, "Did you lie to me?" And the tree says, "Well, nothing, because it's a tree." But in the boy's mind, the tree says, "Absolutely I did." And the boy goes, "Why?" And the tree says, "Well, because it's a tree." But in the boy's mind, the tree says, "Well, I knew if I told you to quit, you'd come back." And the boy says, "Really?" Yes, I did come back. The tree says, nothing, because it's a tree, of course. But it says in his mind, why don't you try again? And the boy says, well, you just told me that I don't have to try again. The tree says, well, nothing, it's a tree. But it says in his mind, go ahead, try one more time. So the boy says, all right. And he puts one foot up on the tree, and the tree falls over. And the boy says, oh my God, are you all right? And the tree says, well, nothing, because it's a tree. But in the boy's mind,